Exploring gender prediction myths, fact or fiction. Join me as I put some popular gender predicting myths to the test and see if they really work. From the moment a woman discovers she's pregnant, the question on everyone's mind is it a boy or a girl? And for centuries, people have been trying to guess the answer based on old wives' tales and cultural beliefs. From the way you're carrying your baby bump to the food cravings you're experiencing, there are countless myths out there that claim to predict the gender of your baby. But do any of them really work? One of the biggest challenges in distinguishing between myths and scientific truths is the fact that many of these myths have been passed down through generations. They're often deeply ingrained in our cultural heritage and can be difficult to shake off, even in the face of advances in medical knowledge. The internet hasn't helped either. A quick Google search will turn up dozens of articles and forums dedicated to these myths, often presented as factual information. It's no wonder that many people still believe in them, despite the lack of scientific evidence. Another reason these myths persist is that they often tap into our deeply held desires and anxieties about parenthood. When we're expecting a baby, we're often desperate for any information we can get about our little one's development, and that includes their gender. These myths offer a sense of control and insight into a process that can feel mysterious and unpredictable. And let's be honest, they can be fun too. Who doesn't love the idea of being able to guess their baby's gender based on the shape of their belly or the way they're carrying their weight? But the persistence of these myths also raises questions about our understanding of science and how we approach knowledge. In an era where we have access to more medical information than ever before, why do we still cling to these outdated beliefs? And what does it say about our relationship with science and evidence-based knowledge? Let's take a closer look at some of the most popular gender prediction myths out there. One of the most enduring is the ring test, which involves dangling a ring over the pregnant belly to see which way it swings. According to myth, if the ring swings in a circular motion, it's a girl. If it swings back and forth, it's a boy. Another popular one is the idea that certain food cravings can predict the gender of your baby. For example, if you're craving sweet treats, it's supposed to be a girl. If you're reaching for spicy foods, it's a boy. And then there's the shape of the belly itself. If you're carrying high and round, it's a boy. But if you're carrying low and wide, it's a girl. These myths often have fascinating cultural origins and histories. For example, the ring test has its roots in ancient China, where it was believed that the direction of the ring's swing could predict the gender of the baby based on the principles of feng shui. Similarly, the idea that certain foods can predict gender has its roots in old-fashioned notions about the humors and the balance of hot and cold in the body. It's fascinating to explore the cultural significance of these myths and how they've evolved over time. But the truth is that none of these myths have any scientific basis. Study after study has shown that there's no correlation between these signs and the actual gender of the baby. In fact, many of these myths are based on outdated and disproven ideas about human biology and physiology. For example, the idea that a woman's body shape or cravings can predict the gender of her baby is simply not supported by the evidence. In reality, the gender of a baby is determined by its chromosomes, and that's it. No amount of ring swinging or food craving is going to change that. It's time to face the facts. While these myths might be fun to believe in, they're simply not reliable methods for predicting the gender of your baby. So the next time you're tempted to try the ring test or start Googling boy or girl symptoms, remember that the only way to know for sure is through medical testing or waiting until the big reveal at birth. In conclusion, while gender prediction myths might be entertaining, they're not based in reality. Please visit our sponsor's e-commerce baby shoe store by clicking the link in the video description. Thanks for joining me on this journey into the world of myth busting. If you've got any experiences with gender prediction myths, share them in the comments below. And if you're curious about more pregnancy myths and baby gender topics, be sure to check out our next video.